I'm honored. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Still waters of oblivion.
It's just a twin of us. More seasoning. Watch your head. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You're sticky? Can you find the answer?
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Still waters of oblivion.
Little more shots. Watch your head.
How familiar.
You're sticky?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Can you find the answer?
Destined for oblivion.
Sure, I'll spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You're sticky?
Still waters of oblivion.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave? Watch your head. No dirty tricks allowed.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Please stand by, passengers. The navigation meeting will be starting soon.
He isn't joining us for the navigation meeting. He went to the party card arrest. Don't worry about him. An unexpected destination could be a great starting. That's unexpected, all right. But let's not.
Since everyone's here, Pom-Pom will start presenting our options. First up is the oceanic planet of Lushaka. Next, we have Melustanin, the agate world.
Given the Express's fuel situation, it's worth us thinking through our options carefully.
And finally, the most adventurous option, the eternal land, Amphorius.
Planet not recorded in the data bank. And a world even Akivilius never set foot on. But if the... Amphorius does have something to offer, plus it's a completely unknown world. What better...
I feel the same. While we know nothing about Amphorius, we know the other two worlds aren't exactly safe options. Anyway, if it's a risk we're taking, we might as well throw in some adventure for good measure.
Looks like Pom-Pom's voting plan won't be needed after all. It's official then. Our next stop is Amphorius.
Great! I'm looking forward to the conductor's jump announcement. I'll be in my room freeing up some memory on my camera. I'm going to have to snap tons of pretty pictures this time.
A world yet to be explored. Absolutely. But this time...
Ah, you're here. I hear the Nameless are going to Amphorius. A very wise decision. I am a memo keeper, after all. Memories don't lie. Memo keepers traverse the worlds only to collect precious memories. Have you heard that before? It's my duty to salvage unknown memories, and the Amphorius that has been revealed by the garden's mirror is like a treasure inside a display case. Dazzling, yet out of reach. I need a sharp nail to break through that glass, and that's where you come in. Only through trailblazing can we reach the heart of Amphorius. Cut through the thick mist and bring the world's memories back to light. I trust you won't disappoint me.
You can tell me anything that's possible.
Looks like you've decided on your next stop. I see. Those who embark on a long journey simply need to set off.
There's nothing there. Confusing. The answer lies hidden in the starry sky. Here it is, the isolated world that can only be seen through the garden's mirror. The eternal land, Amphorius. I used a little magic, so all of you can also see what it looks like. As you can see, Amphorius is surrounded by a mass of chaotic matter that conceals it from the outside world. Nearly. Conventional interstellar travel can't detect its presence, let alone pass by or land on the planet. Yet the garden caught a glimpse of this place, and along with it, discovered ever-shifting traces. I would even go as far as to say, eons themselves.
For a world to have nurtured such marvels, yet still remain unheard of throughout the cosmos? Now that is hard to fathom.
I can reveal the second. In fact, you've all seen it just now. It's the remembrance.
I see.
And remembrance, yet possessing enough power to rival the other two paths. It could be the equilibrium, the enigmata, or perhaps the permanence. I have no clue at all. This white ribbon of light encircling Amphorius might very well be a product of the three interwoven paths. Only when path striders of the Trailblaze enter the center of the vortex will its true nature be revealed.
Wait, I think we might be missing someone.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong. I just feel really weak after the warp. I doubt it. Pretty girls aren't supposed...
Gladly. I'm seeing March 7th hit by a sudden bout of weakness in her memories, as if something was weighing on her. The onset of it far too quick to be any kind of sickness.
Perhaps it's the effect of some external stimulus?
Oh, why is everyone here? I should have cleaned my room.
I invited Sunday to help with the diagnosis. He grew up in a star system rich in memoria. When it comes to mental healing, he's quite the specialist.
You've all been to Penacony before. I presume you are aware of how some might find themselves in a synesthesia dreamscape after warping to Asdana. I'm guessing this is something similar. Miss March appears to be affected by a certain external stimulus. Perhaps a path, an eon, or even Amphorius itself.
I agree. That's likely the case.
Why is she the only one affected?
There's no way to tell at this point. It could just be a matter of time before everyone feels unwell. Before we identify the cause, my suggestion is for Miss March to avoid venturing anywhere near Amphorius.
It's okay, Himeko. I'll be good on my own. Go ahead, guys. I'll catch up once here. Take my camera along. I was planning to take photos when we got there, but looks like you'll have to help me with that now. No, not when my hair's messy. Don't drain the camera's battery now. Yeah, you guys go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll be back to being my hyperactive and adorable self by the next time you see me. Now, don't forget about those photos, okay?
Do you think March 7th's past could be connected to Amphorius? So we're staying behind to take care of the grown-up.
Someone should be taking care of March 7th, too.
I'm fine with any arrangement you have for me.
Yes, seeing how this is going to be a perilous expedition, Pom-Pom and the Navigator, your very own car! The car you're getting has its own thrusters, so just buckle up, and it'll take you into Amphorius and land you somewhere safe. extenuating circumstances. Don't go thinking you can detach cars from the express every which way, alright? Get going whenever you're ready. Pom-Pom can't wait to hear about your exciting discoveries. Car ready for detachment. 3, 2, 1.
How about letting the...
I weep for the departed. It is the fall.
I'm honored by... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Let's you find the answer. You're spiffy?
Free will or what? Destiny for oblivion.
Hedge your bets. I like adding fuel to the fire. A little more heat. No dirty tricks, all right.
Still waters of oblivion.
Got something interesting?
I bear no harm. I just want everyone to be safe. Roaming around a place like the Abyss with weapons in tow is a show of provocation. Those soldiers are minions of the Strife Titan. They're not known to stop until all invaders fall under their feet. If you continue brandishing your weapons, you won't only be putting yourselves in the crossfire. Their looming blades will come down on the heads of the innocent. It's difficult to tell if you're friend or foe when you appear out of thin air. Even without your weapons, a great power still lurks within you. I could be putting myself in harm's way for all I know. I'd be unwise not to take precautions. So, care to share the reason for dropping in on us? Visitors from above.
Ainon, look what you did again! Taking off only to get yourself into trouble? You even ruined his weapon! I've really gone and done it. This is no way to be treating strangers!
I was just trying to fix our problem in the safest way possible.
How is this safe? Hello, friendly strangers. Let's all simmer down and cool our jets. We're all humans here. No need for things to get so heated. Snowy's just worried you're baddies from above, but we know you two are nothing of the sort. Oh, right, you don't know us yet. We are Treeby from Yanisopolis, and this is Snowy. Hurry up and apologize to them.
All right, if you say so, Treeby. I apologize for my earlier behavior. I was overly wary because both of you landed in this tumultuous region. Put me on high alert. Not from above the sky, but beyond it.
Wow, that's something else altogether. You're lucky you met us then.
She means you're lucky because we won't hurt you, but the same can't be said for others. Let's talk somewhere else. You've seen it firsthand. It isn't safe out here. As you saw, there are still many refugees. We're here to rescue and escort them to the holy city, Akima. They're the reason I had to be absolutely sure you were not here with ill intent. And why I wanted you to put away your weapons. I'm Finam, from Ides Elysiae. Sorry if I offended you just now. Baseball bat? Oh, you mean this marvel of a weapon? Sorry, but why don't you tell me your name in return for your weapon? Friction really does spark friendships, huh?
And here's your spear. Don't worry, this is entirely on Snowy. I'll make sure he fixes it for...
It seems I'll have to treat Cartonis to...
You acted on your own to ask the Chrysos heirs for help? To bring us into their so-called holy city, no less. We are priests of Yanis, born as foot...
We've lost far too many to Nikador's forces, Mr. Noldus. I only want for everyone to settle down somewhere safe and...
Lose your faith, and you lose everything. Do you seriously think you can seek shelter in Akima? Nowhere is safe with the... I've said my piece. Leave if that's what you want. Everyone else is staying in this temple, where we enjoy the protection of Yanis.
Don't make this decision in haste, sir.
I appreciate the concern, esteemed Chrysos heir. But please, respect that we have the right to choose our own fate.
I'm sorry you had to see that, esteemed Chrysos heir. These two with you are...
Travelers from afar. They're also headed for the Holy City. If memory serves me right, you are... Virtus? Please, you may call me Finon.
It's an honor you remember me, Finon. We are priests from Yanisopolis. Armies of the Strife Titan destroyed our home, forcing us to flee across many lands until we arrived here. A few days ago, I watched another companion fall to those monsters, and I was shattered. I offered a prayer to Akima, thinking the answer would take time, at least enough for me to convince Mr. Noldus. I didn't expect your arrival to be so swift.
vulnerable to all kinds of danger. My friends, I have a rather bold request. The two of you are quite capable. Might I trouble you to fetch Mr. Noldes? Treeby will join you. She can also answer any questions you may have. You two are truly honorable. I'll stay behind to guard Virtus and the rest. Go quickly. Don't worry about me. I'll stay behind.
I'm sure you two have a ton of questions, don't? As for why we should speak in private, that's because quiet places are better Judging by your reactions, you aren't lying about being newly arrived travelers. And that also, Snowy wouldn't dare make plans for us. It's more like, alright, silence, please! We are about to summon a miracle. We, thy humble descendants, doth surmount the myriad of passages of Yanis to stand before thee and receive the scales of judgment. O selfless arbiter Talantin, declare us innocent in the name of the law. Weigh the fruits of the present. We summon thee, Orynyx, to lift thy curtain of memory. Once again, stir the ripples of past reverie.
How is that possible? Did Orynyx's prayer fail?
My two friends, don't stray too far away from us.
Stop panicking. As long as we're with them, we'll be fine.
Amazing, isn't it? Now that we're here, we can speak in peace. Huh? But why does it feel a little too quiet? Just what I was afraid of. The history lesson will...
Still waters are pretty.
Sure, I'll play
You
with
both have impressive fighting skills.
I weep for the departed. It did not fall.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Noldes, Virtus was right. It's too dangerous for all of you to...
I believe I've made my stance clear, my child. Us priests would rather die in the pursuit of...
Sir, we deeply understand your faith in the Titans. Perhaps in your eyes, Kefali, the protector of the Holy City. But we swear to you in the name of Yanis, the Gate of Infinity, that so long as the Chrysoceres live,
You swear in the name of Yanis? Who are you?
Don't you remember, Naldis? Our name is Trebios.
What? You're the High Priest? Why do you look like a child? Oh, no. To think that I, a mere tribal priest, dare lecture you on faith. Oh, how ludicrous.
Naldis, we do not wish to force you, but please think of the people in your tribe. The young place their trust in you, just as you place your trust in us. If you stay, they will remain here too, doomed to fall under Nikador's spear.
If that is divine will, then I have no reason. High Priest, please guide us once
Ah, Mr. Noldis. I'm glad you're all right.
Virtus, I still disagree with your methods. But it doesn't matter now. Let us place our trust in the Chrysoceres.
The Dromus caravan that's supposed to meet us isn't here yet. So let's all rest where it's safe for a while. Of course. Please, come. I see you've both been made aware of our troubles. I'm grateful for your understanding, so in return, please ask me anything you wish to know. Just as the word implies, it's the time of strife before the world meets its end. To be precise, it's the whole world that's coming to an end. The ancient gods of Amphorius, once worshipped by humanity, they now stand as their foes. The prophetic deliverers, with golden blood coursing through their veins. It's a gift from the three Titans of Fate. With their blessings, priests can awaken shadows of the past to alter reality.
You're putting it too lightly. Don't make miracles sound like a tool you can simply use at will.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm not good at telling stories.
Yet a tedious and overly long explanation isn't ideal either. Let me think. Right! Virtus and the others are priests from Yanisopolis. They should be adept at playing the lyre. How about playing a song for our two friends? There's a ballad that's been passed down in Amphorius since ancient times.
Oh, thank you. The three of you saved our lives.
Mr. Noldis, Virtus was right. It's too dangerous for all of you to be here. Please, come back to Akama with us.
I believe I've made my stance clear, my child. Us priests would rather die in the pursuit of faith than live in a foreign land.
Sir, we deeply understand your faith in the Titans. Perhaps in your eyes, but we swear to you in the name of Yanis, the Gate of Infinity, that so long as the Chrysoceres...
You swear in the name of Yanis? Who are you?
Don't you remember? Our name is...
What? Why do you look like...
Naldis, the young place their
If that is divine High Priest... Virtus...
The Dromus caravan that's supposed... Of course. Please, come. I see you...
lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses and three carved the heavens, and they declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus, you and I were created, with words and song to weave. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kefali, all-knowing father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, gold forming the boiling river that flows through the legacies of heroes who take their stand.
Huh?
Don't worry, that's just our rescue. Time to get up.
These large, mild-mannered creatures are called dromas. They're humanity's most loyal. Dromas are very docile. Even first-time riders can steer them easily. Here, give it a try. I forgot to mention, don't touch their white stone humps. When the Earth Titan blessed these creatures, it said they also stuffed their ill tempers into these humps. See? Easy, wasn't it?
Everyone, how did you find our lyre performance earlier? We've been in exile from...
No, not at all.
It's been a long time. Perhaps you really can save Amphorius from its doom. Just like how the four of you heroes saved our very...
Suffering's bad for your health. It's also the reason for the Holy City Akima's existence. The only...
Hey now, don't be so serious. You're bringing the mood down. Anyway, is everyone properly seated? Then we're off! Next stop, Akuma. Let's play. Can you find the answer? Feeling spiffy?
Free will, or was it destiny for oblivion? Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
How about letting the enemy...
I weep for the departed. It takes a fall.
Let's play for a while.
Still waters uplifting.
It's better to make notes.
Feeling spiffy?
Destined for oblivion. Sure, it's on me. Watch your head. No dirty tricks. The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Oh.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You both fought so bravely. Are you Chrysos heirs from a foreign land? Please, I beg of you, save Akima. The Mad King Nikador has returned. Look, there's strife and conflict Thank you. Your comrades are fighting inside the city. Fate will guide you to them.
The main road's been blocked off. Freebie?
Don't panic. Leave this to us. Let's summon the Oryx! Lift the curtain and stir up ripples of past reverie.
It's you two. I'm sorry, I never expected Nikador to lead an army and launch a surprise attack on the Holy City at a time like this. There's no need to panic. Akima is not completely unprepared. The prophecy had warned us about this. This is a catastrophe, but it's not the...
Mr. Noldus and the others have gone to seek shelter. Leave the rest to us.
I don't doubt very well, but please remain by my side. These pests can't hurt you, but our companions, their attacks do not discriminate between...
Oh, Cathaly, throne of worlds, please end your long silence and grant... No. It's... The prophecy has already... Watch! No.
Leave them be. Just as Mr. Noldus reveres Yanis. To honor their faith is the sacred duty of the Chrysos heirs. Minions of...
You have 10 seconds. 10? Let's... Can you find the answer? Feeling spiffy?
Destined for oblivion. Hedge your bets. It's on me.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Bodies everywhere. How could so many enemies have made it...
Oh, we're back. We are Trian. to the safest place in Wouldn't that be Akama? Stop messing around and help the people! Anywhere is fine, just send them to somewhere safe!
Don't worry, although they are a little well, let's keep on.
Lord Finan! Finally here. Quick, save the Grand Craftsman. He's surrounded by enemies!
What? Cartonis! Hang in there!
The rear is secured now. This is the result of your efforts?
Quit messing around. You know who we're dealing with.
Carelessness will be your downfall. Deliver. Mere child's play. The true fight between us was shattered on the aftershock.
I'm honored, since you're
Who are you?
Come to destroy the holy city. Cartonis!
Finon.
As for you,
What is that supposed to mean?
Don't evade the question. Aglaia told us
It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, speaking of which, since you've never... They seem to fit the definition of invaders. The three priests of Yanis share the same appearance and mind, and their senses are also interlinked. The Akamans have long been aware of your presence. You trust him that much? I suggest you think twice.
provoking your allies at such a critical juncture. Whose side are you on?
From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, as the successor of...
Enough! The time for internal strife now is not.
I have not forgotten about... As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace.
I don't need you to tell me that.
You. What's your name? Is that not also strange?
Well, that's the Chrysos heirs. Revered as heroes by the masses, but still imperfect mortals at their core. What a mess. Yes, Tribi activist is Marmorial, but now our backup is here.
Lord Finon, and the two guests. Welcome to Akama.
When I heard your footsteps, I thought death was already writing my final chapter before my heroic journey had even begun. Miss Castorus?
An abrupt ending to an epic that has barely begun might also amaze the people. But today, Lord Finon, Akama needs you.
Well, if the mortician of the Holy City says I'm needed, then it sounds like I'm gonna live through this mess.
Well, that isn't for me to decide. All I can do is clear the obstacles and guide you to the place of Nikador's descent. Dear guests, if you would, I'd like you to please follow me. And kindly keep 5 paces distance. In the face of death, strife will also cause hesitation to arise. I am the shadow of death. There are also some enemies who are difficult to subdue by presence alone.
The scent of blood. Are you an attendant of the Hand of Shadow?
No, I'm nobody's attendant.
You can try to avoid and hide it. But you obviously came from the world of the dead. Akama, Chrysos heirs. What cowards! We live by loyalty and glory, while you live by weakness.
I'm so glad that you're not my history teacher. How much can we trust the words of someone who has sunk so deep into madness? However, if you're standing here out of loyalty and glory, then I shall draw my blade.
Come to us.
Like that, huh? The game is on. Feeling spiffy? Can you find the answer?
Just for oblivion. Sure, I'll play. It's on me. I weep for the departed. It is so far.
I'll go east.
Freedom on still waters of oblivion.
As you wish.
Lady Aglaya once said that your time is extremely valuable. I have the power to lay them to rest.
I was about to say the same. It's pointless to waste your strength on these pawns. Let's go. It's time to face.
Once there, you must turn into birds and fly toward the final battlefield.
Miss Castris, why aren't you joining us?
I must stay here and ensure that these soldiers do not destroy the city. Although faith is more important to the vast majority, there are still quite a number of citizens who care more about their worldly possessions.
I understand.
There is no need for worry. The citizens have already been evacuated, and the only living thing, as Lady Aglaya instructed, no civilians will be affected by this.
Do excuse my impropriety.
Well then, I'll see you later.
Then, could you all quietly leave?
Memorial Palace. That battle cry once crushed all in its path. It knocked down foes and allies alike, leaving people as fragile.
My limbs trebled uncontrollably as my weapon clattered to the fear.
This is why the Strife Titan is revealed.
You two, if you wish to retreat, this is your final.
Looks like the both of you have trailblazed. What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds there must also be a Titan which is revered by the masses. But there's no need to further confirm your resolve. We shall soon cross swords with the Let's get going. In the era when Kefali had not yet fallen silent, none could stand as their equal. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods. stand with me and become heroes!
Deathly silence is the proud resonance of Nikador's war drums. Behind this watery veil awaits the arena of conflict.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades. Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
Stay strong. Recall your convictions and everything you hold dear. If you can't do that, then think of death. For doing so might actually keep you alive.
Stream forth.
Careful! You look different from what I remember. Weaker. More distorted. Watch your head.
The game is done.
Still waters uplift.
It's on me.
I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Aside all distracting thoughts. Me! I shall withstand their wrath!
Let's play. Can you find the answer? Feel spiffy?
Just for oblivion.
Little more heat.
Let's play for a while.
Another journey to take. Still waters uplift.
God! I'll extinguish your core flame, Titan!
It too shall fall.
Move.
This is not the true Nikador, just one of his many godly forms. The Uncle Flame isn't here.
New allies of Okima, welcome to Amphorius. While this welcome banquet is far from elegant, it has helped to remove any misgivings that we had. From this moment forth, you shall be treated as distinguished guests. Curious about my eyesight? Well, I'm not blind. On the contrary, I can see much more than the tip. Those with golden blood always have something extraordinary about them. For me, it's perception. I don't need light to measure the world. The wind carries messages along golden threads, delivering countless sensations to my fingertips. Just like how at this present moment, the virtues possessed by the both of you have turned into a warm current that pleases my skin.
A manifestation of Nikador. Could it be that my trial has not arrived yet?
By following the threads of fate, you have begun to write the opening chapter of your story. How do you feel?
Well, truth be told, I don't feel any different. I anticipated... When Trienne followed those escaped soldiers, was that part of the plan too?
Naturally. We have long foreseen this attack and didn't intend to waste such a golden opportunity. After Nikador succumbed to madness, their fortress disappeared into the fog, with no one being able to ascertain its location anymore. However, now that they have acted out, then the Holy City shall also uncover their hiding place and sound the horn of retaliation.
What an intricate plan indeed. I gave my word that after the situation stabilized, I would reveal all about Amphorius to our ally. However, given that Akuma has just barely survived a calamity, and there are still many shaken citizens who need comfort, Aglaya, would you mind...
Distinguished guests, since you have spared no effort in aiding the Holy City, I will now... I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance.
You two can find me at Marmorial Market after you've grown tired of listening to her tales. In any case, I owe you my hospitality.
Now then, where should we begin? Beacon of the Trailblaze. No problem. Go ahead. What an interesting way to mark the start of your journey. I grow more and more curious about your cause. But please, let me first properly extend my hospitality to you.
The conversation we must have will likely be quite lengthy, so...
I'm sorry, this route is not open.
Stream forth, the gleam of old blades.
We're here at Marmorial Palace, Arkima's public baths. Normally, this place would be much livelier.
Stream forth.
This is a good place for us. Both of you are new here, so it's only natural to be confused about the prophecy, titans, and Chrysos heirs that have been mentioned in passing. But the bath sprites are excited to begin. This bath contains spirit water that has been blessed by the ocean titan. It can guide you back into the distant past. If it'll make you feel better, I can avert my gaze. Quiet your thoughts. Feelings are far more honest than words. The spirit water shall show you Amphorius's distant and recent past.
Before everything began, the world was in chaos. 3 gods conceived space, time, and laws, laying down the cornerstones of life. 3 more gods formed the skies, the earth, and the ocean, creating a nursery for the seedlings of life. Then came Kephili, throne of worlds, and the father of all people. They walked the face of the earth, delighted by the creations of their fellow gods. Though, and so, they made clay figures in their likeness, and allowed their golden blood to course. The wise Circes soon came forth and peeled open fruits. Curiosity propelled the dignified Nestia to confer upon them an eye for. With that, the first humans were born. In this fleeting golden age, all forms of life thrived and civilizations sprouted one after the other. Disasters and suffering were unheard not until the 3 calamities fell upon the world: trickery, strife, and death. Their descent burst open the short period of prosperity as though it were not. Fear permeated every corner of the world like a plague, inebriating mankind. The wrath of the gods enveloped the earth and hid the firmament in shadows.
Is something wrong? This sprite is only halfway through the story, but I seem to be detecting some distress and unease. I see. Perhaps the narration isn't engaging enough for you. That's fine. We can try a different approach. You'll be glad to know that bath sprites... Take my suggestion, bath sprites. Please narrate the story in a style that this guest prefers.
Okie doke. Make yourself comfortable. Time for a history class on... Hey! No butting in! Class is still ongoing! Amphorius started off as a ball of chaos. The three Fate Titans wrote laws to govern the world. Another three Foundation Titans created the Earth, Ocean, but three baddie Titans soon snuck in, bringing a terrible... So, the Titans got angry, and no one was willing to give in. Their followers then decided to do the same, fighting and killing each other. Everyone fought for a really, really long time, disturbing and hurting all people living in the world. Until one day... a prophecy appeared on Amphorius. The tripartite prophecy says there is only one way to stop this war. Assemble a band of heroes powerful enough to take on the 12 Titans and reignite their core flames. Only then will their divine wrath abate and peace return to the world. We know this band of heroes by a certain name. Any guesses? That's right! The Chrysos Heirs! So, here's the takeaway. Eat well and train well, so you can grow up into a powerful hero and do your part for Amphorius!
Is something else wrong? Is that so? Looks like you're a bit hard to please. Trusting and perceptive. I suppose the things that are common knowledge to us are just a garbled mess to you. If we want to straighten out the threads of this world, perhaps I should... Rough patch. That's a mild... I seem to hear a note of pity in that question. Perhaps you find us to be weak and defenseless. We can move on to the problem at hand, now that both of you have some understanding of Amphorius' history. Come with me. Please, give me a moment. The way up from here leads to a bath that the Council granted exclusively to the Chrysos heirs. The bath I'm willing to make an exception, considering your guests from beyond the sky. But if I were to bring both of you in at once, I'd be blatantly disrespecting our traditions. You have a very considerate partner. Follow me. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable, then close your eyes. Now place your left hand onto the bench. Lift up your arm with your palm facing forward and part your fingers slightly. Yes, you're doing great. All right. It's about time I formally introduce myself. I am Aglaya the Gold Weaver, Dressmaster of Akima, and one of the Chrysos heirs of Amphoria. My duty may be to weave lavish robes, but I most enjoy coming to these baths in my personal time. Garments are shields, after all. This place, though, is where we can drop our cloaks of pretense. For the waters shall bring it. You can open your eyes now. Look, we are joined together now. Trap? Hardly. Think of it as a ritual that allows us to communicate. The golden threads of Nestia entwine us, capable of sensing even the slightest quiver. You will learn the truth about this world from me, and in return, I ask for you to promise me something. Fulfill this pact between us, and you can expect your journey on Amphorius to be free of troubles. Did you feel that? The golden threads are rippling. They reveal the distrust you still have. You learned the legends of Amphorius from those bath sprites a while ago. But the pantheon of titans that once ruled our world has become the very affliction that eats away at Amphorius. An unfathomable power changed something within most of these titans. And Amphorius has since fallen into eternal night. The black tide engulfing our world. Akima is now the only city to still receive light. The Chrysos heirs gathered here are Amphorius' only hope. People hail us as heroes. They are counting on us to vanquish the titans, reclaim their core flames, topple them. It is only upon reclaiming all core flames that the miracle of Genesis can reveal itself, granting a new lease on life to this. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable, then. I won't force you, but look, we are. You're not wrong to the golden threads. You will learn the truth. Fulfill this pact between. You learn the legends of the pantheon of titans that once ruled our world. Amphorius has since fallen. The Chrysos heirs gathered here are Amphorius. They are counting on us. It is only upon this is with the end times before us is with the end times before us. We are expected to lead all of our people toward the summit. The two of you may be just the reinforcements that the Chrysos heirs have been waiting for. If I'm putting my hopes in the wrong place, so be it. But for Amphorius, I have laid my heart bare. And in return, promise me to never tell the people of Akima about the worlds beyond the sky, no matter what may happen. Akima is approaching its end. I do not wish to give my people false hope. Not when we've been badly scarred by it before. Can you promise me that? Thank you. The agreement between us. I apologize if this ritual upset you, but I hope you understand. As much as I am interested, why don't the both of you tour our home? Why don't you?
goodness. Nothing has been going right these days. First, those
Not with human effort of...
High Priest Treeby.
Huh? When we all... maybe... Not at all! We have lots of free... Why don't you both try chanting? Treeby will see if you get it!
Miracle.
That's okay. There are many others like... Ooh, you met Aggie! Really? You know, we are pretty certain there's more to your sudden arrival to Akama. But with this, you should be oh, right. Yeah, we knew it. There are also Yanisopolis priests beyond this... beyond Let's see. This looks different, but it works more or less the same. Maybe... All set! Huh. Now we can contact one another with our teleslades. Only in Akama, though. Messages won't send once you're outside Aggie's web of golden threads. Did you think we were some backwater people who don't You can also use any currency you have on you. Talantin scales will determine the value of all items, so there's... Not if it's just the two of you, but if any of the council elders happen to ask, it's our... Okay, time to get back to work.
A miracle fresh from the oven! Go! Bring word to the bard!
What are you two doing? I know you. Oh, you... Aha! See, all right. Pass me your foot. Oh, this isn't. Oh, it's no biggie. Okay. And well, say, I've heard some things here and there. Thalassopolis? Oh, is that so? I thought I... It does. Akama. Well.
Out of the shadow, the weight of the...
I'll try my best.
Here, your...
You two, you're back. Here you go. This is the compensation I previously mentioned. I asked the most famous grand... Once again, let me offer my sincere apologies. The one who crafted this spear must also be a renowned master. I guess there's always someone greater out there. Although or perhaps I've just never given it much thought until I'm... You've probably now heard about the tripartite prophecy. The reason it's a prophecy is because it appeared in the form of a miracle. There's another theory that it is the whispers of Kefali before their eternal slumber. It was the Sky Father who scattered their divine blood all over the land that gave rise to the Chrysos heirs. Of course, it's just one of many Please, don't simply dismiss it as silly Me? But if the gods favor me, I'm a soldier who was taught how to fight at a young age. One day, I'll break the lands and take the core flame of strife. But discussing such a bitter topic is a... Oh, right. Treeby mentioned that you two also use teleslates. Since the weather is great, why don't you two look around some more? I won't take up more of your time. See you later.
It's our welcome to the dwelling of the Dromeses. Really? I find it... Yes. Thank you, Mr. Dan Heng. Oh, this child looks... Since you were here, their feet is dry red soil and it's very clean. There's some over there. Since it's your first time... Of course, but it's very... That was a little unexpected. It looks very happy. It makes me envious. Me? No, please don't misunderstand. I'm not too good with so please don't take it off. Would you two like a photo with it? Yes, it is an no problem. Please. What beautiful color. The aperture, exposure index. All right, get into position. And we're done. My apologies. It's just personal preference. I'm glad that I could help. Then, I'll take my leave now.
Hey, are you...
Forum? Which one?
The one about the rosy celestial maiden? It's... You're out. Ah, brave warriors. Pardon, please, take out your teleslate. I'll help you connect to Akima's world-wound web. Got it. Please take a look.
Rose, oh, Damius? Right now, I only have the rosy celeste.
Aren't you coming in to have fun?
Curiosity is a treasure. You don't want
Dear citizens, please wake up! The Rosy Celestial Maiden is a lie crafted by Zagreus as a prank. Domionis, that explorer who thinks I've heard of him, but I've never met him in—
Rosy Celestial Maiden?
What's that commotion?
Stop chasing after me! Don't come any closer!
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
He's running toward the Garden of Life! Give chase!
That guy... Bard? What's all this fuss?
Celestial Maiden! Celestial Maiden!
Citizen, calm down.
This is the Garden of Life.
Defile the gods? No, you guys are completely wrong. The wise Circes will be proud of me. Just watch. The wisdom of Circes should be shared equally by all. I explode.
Wings?
That's right. Right.
That is a giant.
Ridicule me all you want.
You two are...
My dear friends, but thank you. Save your words of persuasion.
A clever fool. That's...
I'm almost moved by his persistence.
Save your words. Aquila, feel my wrath!
What did you...
So... I was... A pact?
Ah! Domionis, we're
This is not... He learned something that instead of worrying about his... It's all right. As for what happened earlier...
Aren't you Akima's two new friends? Didn't anyone tell you? I'm the far-seeing eye in all... Brave warriors. I'm afraid that... rumors. As long as...
Don't be fooled by it. This lion loves engaging in gossip. A few days ago, when people were besmirching my tribe's honor, the face of a lion, you and your brothers will do anything for the sake of entertainment.
How could you call that a...
Shut it. Do as they say. Otherwise...
You got it. I'll fix that right now. I assure all of you that...
Don't misunderstand. I'm just annoyed at that lion head. Also... pray for the best, outsider.
Hey! Over here! We've been waiting for quite some... Where have you two been? I've been waiting... Wow, you guys are well informed. You even know about the world wow... What a strange thing to say. Anyway... I'm even taller than you out there!
This story sounds like...
Oh, right! You can see the abyss from here! It's quite a nice place for a photo! Look! The Gate of Infinity! It's very eye-catching, isn't it? That's where we... Oh well, the past cannot be recreated. All we can do is vote. Those are two different concepts. We can draw upon the power of the Veil of Evernight through prayer, and then salvage necessary items from the past for our own use. It isn't actually reversing time.
Just hearing this melody.
Have you heard? Seems like all the...
Aggie, we're back!
Thanks for your hard work.
Not yet. What?
Nikador's territory and their current abode. It's a moving city-state. Let's talk about something less serious for now. Would you mind?
Of course. Hope you like this gift.
As Treeby mentioned, the both of you spared no effort in protecting the holy city. I would like to... If you are to stay in Akima, you'll need a place to rest. This gift will address your troubles. Welcome to your private bath chamber. I'm glad that you're satisfied with the arrangements. Here. Finished exploring? Come this way. It's not your average wash basin. This ceremonial vessel belonged to the Chrysos heirs. You have learned, to some extent, about the history of Amphorius and of the holy city Arkema. Now, I wish for both of you to witness the journey of the Chrysos heirs for yourselves. In ancient times, Fegusa, the Chalice of Plenty, concealed the beginning of the world amidst billowing waves. When the ancient ocean priests discovered that place, they used spirit water to build a barrier in order to prevent the site from being disturbed by external forces. However, they also left behind a passageway. That passageway is none other than the ceremonial basin in front of you. Clear yourselves of all distracting thoughts and wash your faces with the spirit water inside the basin. When you next open your eyes, you shall witness the Vortex of Genesis, a great sanctuary that houses the original divinity of the 12 Titans. It's also the place where the prophesized For your first time, I shall personally guide you into the depths. Close your eyes and hold your breath. Sever all other sounds and let my whispers fill your ears. Take a handful of the pristine water. Lift your palms in front of your chest and sink deeper. And do this once more. Spread your fingers, then lower your head and search for the palms of your hands. Floating, diving into the depth. You now stand at the heart of this world. Now, I require your honesty. This is no laughing matter. It's an interrogation. While the both of you were roaming the city, someone was paying attention to your every move. Unfortunately, the Holy City's fate is as fragile as threat. I will grant the both of you another chance to mend our broken trust.
We meet again, distinguished guests.
Casterus will be your executioner. A reasonable request. It is indeed my oversight for failing. There have always been people in Amphorius who looked beyond the skies. Indeed, there used to be a usurper nation that spared no expense in constructing skyships with the design.
However, Aquila's divine punishment fell the instant the fleet of skyships took flight. An entire city-state, along with all of it's not that Amphorius is unwilling to head toward the stars. Yet, anyone who even thinks about breaching the firmament would undoubtedly infuriate the gods, causing this land of the living to burn. This is forbidden territory, which can never be ventured into. Divine punishment has never been fair. As Archima's guardian, this is a world dominated by Titans, and that order can only be toppled by the Chrysos heirs. Therefore, the only thing that I can do right now is to ensure that the both... 3 steps, Castris.
Yes, Lady Aglaya.
I shall ask you fool questions. Dishonest answers will cause the golden thread to vibrate, while truthful responses, the number of times that the thread trembles is the number of steps forward. If she isn't standing right behind you after all 4 questions have...
You'll fall asleep amid the warm embrace of flowers and feel no pain. That I can guarantee.
Well then, let us begin. Question 1. Outlanders, why have you come to Amphorius? A truthful response. A step will not be recorded. Question 2. Outlanders, why did you lend your aid to Akima? No fluctuations detected. A step. Question 3. Outlanders, if the current situation changed dramatically, could you eventually point your blades at Akima and its citizen? Although you attempted to make a promise, you're resolved. Final question. Outlander. An unknown but surging power exists within your body. Are you willing to use it? Response to a question with another question indicates intense suspicion and resistance. All 4 questions have been asked, and you have earned a second chance with your honesty. Both of you may continue to stay in Akima, and its citizens will continue to view you as distinguished guests. Regardless of your choice, the Chrysos heirs will continue to follow the path, and you may be a ray of hope that fell onto Amphorius. However, for the Holy City, I am willing to bear all the traits that others despise. I respect your decision.
Hold on! Please, wait a moment.
Finan?
Aglaya, as the first person to encounter them, I have some thoughts I would like to...
Do, speak your mind.
When I first met them in the Abyss, I was wary of them as well, and never let my guard down throughout our journey back to the Holy City. However, during the battle to defend Akama, we fought side by side numerous times. Please believe a warrior's intuition. At present, Akima is desperate for aid, and I am loath to lose two allies just like that. Isn't this what Miss Casterus believes as well?
Yeah. I'm more willing to view death as a peaceful farewell than a punishment.
So two Crisis heirs are willing to vouch for you. It seems my actions were too high-handed. Finan, will you fulfill your duty as host and look after our distinguished guests?
Well, I'm not good at formalities. I'll do my best.
Cass... Next time, I hope you will express...
I will.
Now, it's time to welcome the newcomers to the Vortex of Genesis. As you both have chosen to trust these Outlanders, ensure...
Sorry, should have gotten here earlier. Please, hear me out before you make up your mind. I swear by the honor of the Chrysos heirs...
Only a select few can sway Lady Aglaya, and Lord Finon is one of them.
Aglaya. Maybe this is the price of being a demigod. Standing among mortals, yet still so... One more thing to do. Well, first, kindly look upward. What you see right now is the astral zodiac of the Vortex of Genesis, divided into 12 parts that record the flame chase. The 12 vacant signs symbolize the 12 titans of Amphorius, while each illuminated constellation represents one core flame that... The generations before us paid a heavy price for that. The journey of the Chrysos heirs once faced immense hurdles and made no progress. It was Aglaya and Trevi who rallied the Chrysos heirs from all over the world.
And they are the only two demigods in the Holy City.
Worry not. I haven't forgotten the past. The Titans were the pillars of the world. Yet the prophecy's revelation is that these 12 pillars must be shattered and the world's order reconstructed. But here's the problem. After
After the fall of the old gods, someone must hold up the broken pillars and fill the vacant seats. Otherwise, the entire world will collapse. Aglaya and Treeby have already laid their own gods to rest, making them now both human and divine, as well as the bearers of Amphorius. Bringing down the Titans, retrieving the core flames, and filling the vacant seats. This is the mission of the Chrysos heirs.
Mission.
When it comes to the 12 Titans, no words can describe them more vividly than the whispers within the constellations. Why not step forward and listen to them for yourselves? day, I still don't know why the prophecy chose me. But I'm grateful for it. Without this journey, I might have already become a wandering soul on the battlefield. Alright, that's enough of my story. I want to extend a heartfelt invitation to you. Join the Christos heirs and aid. If you still harbor doubts, I'll do my best.
Unfortunately, the workings of the prophecy still remain the only reliable speculation is that it favors those
Legend has it that the first Christos heir was born millennia ago. Since then, the Chosen Ones... Then came the Christos War. A conflict backed by the gods. Yet one that brought... By the time of my birth, the tales of the Christos heirs had become more like... Armed with courage and unwavering resolve. Without a doubt, it will be a momentous battle. The path ahead is bound to be perilous, and
Thawing the ice in Lady Aglaya's heart won't be easy, but I will do my best as well.
That's wonderful to hear. You truly are I've always believed that the journey of... Once we triumph in the battle against Nikador, that should dispel Aglaya's doubts.
Lord Finon, our guests seem quite weird.
My apologies. I got a bit carried away. Be sure to rest well in the bath chamber. I trust that Trianne will have returned with news about Castrum Cremna.
Wherever crowds gather, there is always an undercurrent of discernment.